After Daenerys had rallied more than 100,000 Dothraki cavalry, she returned to Meereen. However, she didn't expect that her city was under attack by the slave masters. Angry about this, Daenerys didn't choose to fight back. Instead, she gave them a chance to surrender. But the arrogant slave masters had no intention of withdrawing their troops. One of them thought he was being very generous. He only required Daenerys to sell off all of the unsullied army, and then kill all 3 of the dragons. Perhaps if he was in a good mood, he would stop the attack on Meereen. The slave master from Yunkai even insolently declared that your rule was over.
Your reign is over.
My reign has just begun.
The arrogance and ignorance of these nobles. For Daenerys, the negotiation had completely failed. Then, a roar of a dragon swept through the air. At this moment, the nobles never expected. In just a few years' time, Daenerys' baby dragons had grown into huge adult dragons. Looking at Drogon's terrifying roar, all 3 nobles were scared out of their wits. Then Drogon landed beside Daenerys and waited for his mother's order. And Daenerys decided to personally ride the dragon to end this war. The other 2 dragons, upon seeing their mother, also followed the call and soared into the sky together. At this time, the soldiers who were unaware were still preparing their weapons to attack the city. The involvement of the dragons reversed the entire battlefield. The soldiers were so frightened by the sight that they completely gave up resistance. On the other side, Dario charged into the fray with 100,000 horse cavalry. At this time, the soldiers who had once protected the slave masters all chose to flee. Seeing their own soldiers in complete disarray, the nobles immediately begged for mercy. As punishment, Daenerys only allowed 1 person to survive, because she needed to prevent similar things from happening again.
Tell your people what happened here. Tell them you live by the grace of Her Majesty. When they come forward with notions of retribution or ideas about returning the slave cities to their former glory, remind them what happened when Daenerys Stormborn and her dragons came to Meereen.